Hi guys, welcome to my channel ZIBAKERIZ, where I show you how to create beautiful decorated cakes, cupcakes, and so much more. So let's get started. The first common mistake is your buttercream consistency. So you can see the buttercream on the left. Over here I'm mixing it. It's nice, silky, and smooth, what you're looking for. And then over here on the right I have this buttercream that has a very loose, runny texture. This can be caused by over whipping your buttercream or adding too much liquid. So over here I have the Wilton tip 1M, and I've gone ahead and added my buttercream to both of my piping bags with the same tip. So I'm starting off with that loose buttercream consistency, and I'm going to create a swirl. So you can see I'm starting from the edge and then working towards the center, and you can see that the buttercream has almost split. So because I did this intentionally, this was actually caused by adding too much milk to my American buttercream, but a lot of other factors can also play in that as well, such as over whipping your buttercream or letting it sit out at room temperature for too long. So now I'm showing you how to create a beautiful swirl using the perfect silky smooth American buttercream. So you can see I'm starting from the outside and then gradually working my way towards the center of the cupcake. And then you can see how stable and silky smooth this buttercream is and how it's able to hold its shape nice and well as well. So now I'm just going to give you a quick side-by-side comparison. So you can see the one on the left, you have this very silky smooth stable buttercream, and the one on the right is very flat and almost curdled even. So you can see the consistency of your buttercream is very crucial when it comes to creating your swirls. So I know the struggle and I've been there, and I don't want you wasting time guessing what works and what doesn't. That's why I made a free transformation guide with quick fixes. If you want it, click the link in the description box below. So the second mistake I'm covering is inconsistent piping pressure. So over here I have my buttercream with my Wilton tip 1M, and I'm creating a rosette. I'm going to start from the center and work my way towards the outside. So using your dominant hand when you're making your swirl, you don't want your piping tip to kind of drag on your cupcake. You also don't want to have a very shaky hand, and you definitely don't want to rotate your cupcake with your other hand. You want to rotate your piping tip, not your cupcake. And then you can see that I've also taken a break, which broke that rosette, and it's definitely very shaky and then very inconsistent as well. So definitely not a perfect swirl that you want, and that's because of not having a consistent pressure when creating your rosette. So over here I'm going to create the perfect rosette. You want to start by applying pressure in the center. You want to rotate your hand around the rosette, going all the way around, and then once you reach the end you want to release. So you can see that it didn't take that long. My hand was not shaking. So if you feel your hand is shaking a lot, then you want to just place your cupcake down on a table. You want to hold it with your non-dominant hand, and then you want to create this rosette with your dominant hand and create a consistent pressure. So you can see the cupcake on the right, there was inconsistent pressure. There's cupcake showing on the side because you didn't go all the way around, and also took some breaks which broke that rosette. Whereas the one on the left, you're just turning your wrist and having a consistent amount of pressure to create the rosette. So you can see a side-by-side comparison of how important your piping pressure is. So now covering the last mistake, which is one of the biggest ones and often very simple to fix but overlooked, which is over decorating. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you side-by-side comparison. So over here I have the Wilton tip number 1M with some of that pink buttercream. And the second piping tip over here I have, which I'm going to be using on both, is filled in orange buttercream. So over here I have the Wilton tip number 1M as well, which is the open star tip. And usually when you're new to decorating, you use smaller tips on your cupcakes. So over here I have the Wilton tip number 21, which looks very similar to the Wilton tip number 21, but it's like a very small version of it. So what's the problem with that is that you're going to end up having to create a lot more piped designs using the smaller tip. And then over here I have the Wilton tip number 4B, which is the open star tip. And over here I have a tip number 8, which is very similar to the design of the Wilton tip number 4B, but just a smaller version of it, which again means that we're going to be creating a lot more of the smaller piped designs on our cupcakes. So you also need a few sprinkles as well, but I'm going to be using that only on one of the cupcakes. So for the Wilton tip number 1M, I'm going to be using the same piping tip on both of them. So I'm starting off by creating a rosette in the corner of the cupcake, and then with the Wilton tip 1M with the orange buttercream, I'm creating some of these large drop flowers. So you can see, because I'm using the larger piping tips, I don't have to use too many designs to fill up the cupcake. So you can see, apply some pressure, and with the yellow buttercream with the 4B, I'm just creating some drop flowers and some rosettes. And then just go back and fill in some of those gaps. So to be honest, if I wasn't doing a side-by-side comparison, I might have just actually gone with 2 colors and even just done something a little bit more subtle with a 3rd color that resembles the yellow and orange together. So, and then I went back with the pink buttercream and created some drop flowers. But you can see that you have a very nice full buttercream rosette cupcake. So now I'm going to show you how you end up over decorating, and starting off with the rosette, you can already see that I'm dragging it against the cupcake and dragging the previous design I created and ruining that as well. So you can see that's a very common mistake when ruining your rosette, is when you're dragging your buttercream rosette against the side of its own petal. And then I'm creating the drop flowers with the Wilton tip number 21, which is the drop flower. So you can see, because it's a smaller tip, I have to create a lot more of these drop flowers, which is going to end up making your cupcake look very messy. And now with the yellow buttercream, you can see very inconsistent pressure, and you're creating the rosettes and the swirls with the tip number 8. So you can see I'm creating drop flowers and swirls, and you can see that I have to pipe a lot more of these designs to kind of fill up the cupcake. So wherever I see any of the gap, I'm going back in with the yellow and the orange buttercream, and now I'm going ahead and over decorating again with the sprinkles. So you just want to add a nice generous amount. So normally you think this is a very nice filled cupcake, but honestly, you can't even see the designs anymore. It just looks very cluttered and very messy, and I'm going back with the Wilton tip 1M to create those drop flowers. So again, side by side comparison, you can see the one on the right, the piping tips are so small that I had to create so many of those designs, and you can see the consistency was wrong. There was too much sprinkles. It's overdone. Whereas the one on the left, you can see that the piping tips are a lot larger, which means you can actually see the designs you've piped. And you can see a side-by-side comparison. The one on the right is very flat, where the one on the left, because of the larger piping tips, it's a lot more full as well. So definitely something simple that you want to fix is just not overdoing or decorating your cupcake designs. So now I'm just going to give a quick overview of the 3 common mistakes to avoid. So the first one is your buttercream consistency. So you can see the one on the right is very flat and the buttercream is broken, whereas the one on the left is very silky smooth. So the second mistake to avoid is your inconsistent piping pressure. So you can see the one on the right, the hand was shaking. It was also broken to take a pause, and you can see the one on the left, you have this one consistent motion to create that beautiful rosette. And the last mistake that you want to avoid is just simply not over decorating your cupcake. So you can see a side-by-side comparison. The one on the right, I've used smaller piping tips, and I've also used sprinkles, and you can see it looks very messy. Whereas the one on the left, I've used larger piping tips and no sprinkles, and you can see a side-by-side comparison of both of them. When you fix just these 3 things, your cupcakes will go from homemade looking to bakery style instantly. And would you like to see more tutorials like this? Let me know your suggestions. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next video.